So as the country continues to grapple with the scourge of crime that currently permeates the country, and there is a search for some sort of a lid to be placed on the crime and the grip to be loosened by the criminals of this country, there was a bill that was proposed in our table in the House of Parliament called the Special Zones of Operation Bills that will give police and military personnel additional powers to conduct operations in troubled areas. The bill met obstacles and hurdles and there were objections. However, after it was debated, it was eventually passed. But with the murder rate seeming to be spiraling even beyond what it was when the bill was being tabled, many persons who were objecting to it have been asking for it. And this morning, Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced the first area that will be placed under the zone of operation for the next 60 days. So these are some of the headlines that accompanied that declaration. Holness declares Mount Salem in St. James the first zone of special operation. Prime Minister announces first zone of special operations. Mount Salem in St. James declared first zone of special operations. I will also look at why Mount Salem has been declared the first zone of special operations in a few soon come. Before we proceed, smash the like button to pieces. Leave a comment. Please share the life out of this video. Feel free to subscribe for more content. Remember to turn on your notification so as to never miss another video.
Let's do it.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness has declared Mount Salem in St. James and its environs as the first zone of special operations. Holness made the announcement earlier today during a press briefing held at the office of the Prime Minister. He said the areas will remain a zone of special operations for 60 days. The Zones of Special Operations Bill was passed in July to respond to the country's spiraling murder rate, with no fewer than 1,010 persons killed across the island since the start of the year.
The Commissioner of Police and the Chief of Defense Staff have agreed in writing that the area should be so declared. The Commissioner of Police and the Chief of Defense Staff have agreed in writing that the area geographically defined in the schedule to the order should be declared as a zone. The Prime Minister in Council, having reasonable cause to believe that due to rampant criminality, gang warfare, escalating violence and murder, and the threat to the rule of law and public order, it is necessary to declare the area geographically defined in the order as a zone. And so I hereby declare as follows. The area having the geographical limits specified in the schedule to the order is now a zone of special operations for the purpose of the Act.
The use of the zone is a significant measure, but it is only one in a suite of our responses to crime as the country seeks to establish and restore public order, said the Prime Minister. He also said we can no longer allow any area to provide any safe haven for criminals. He pledged that the government will be moving to take back Jamaica from the criminals, square inch by square inch.
I shall appoint Mr. Omar Sweeney, Managing Director of the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF, as Deputy Chairman of the Social Intervention Committee that is to be established within 5 working days of the declaration of a zone. The terms of reference of the Social Intervention Committee, as well as the full composition of the committee, will be made known in short order.
We will make Jamaica safe again, he said. Deputy Commissioner of Police Clifford Blake said that the area is plagued by rampant criminality. But why has Mount Salem been selected when there are so many troubled areas in the country?
46 murders recorded in Mount Salem and its environs. In 2015, this rose to 70 murders. In 2016, the figure was 85 murders. So far this year, 54 murders have been recorded. The Crawford Street community has recorded 16 murders this year alone. There are 12 major gangs operating within the space. These are the Junglist Alliance, Bronx Faction, Texas Faction, Unruly, Green Tank, Temple Lane, Cotton Lane, Cells of Nation Crocs, OG Gangsters, Blake Family, cells of G-City.
It is the home of an approximated 12 major gangs and the scene of 54 murders since the start of the year. This is Mount Salem St. James, a string of alleys, each with a unique identity and a mix of residents from different social classes. About 12 minutes away from Montego Bay St. James, it is one of the most populated areas of the tourism resort. But areas like Pigott Street, Coffee Lane, Campbell's Lane, Cotton Lane and Smart Street are known problem places in Mount Salem where you can also find low-income housing and profound depression. So Prime Minister Andrew Holness declared it as the first zones of operation in a move to contain the violence there. And here are some facts related to Mount Salem. 54 murders recorded in Mount Salem so far this year. 16 murders in Crawford Street alone. 12 major gangs operating in the area. And Mount Salem accumulation of murders from 2004. In 2004 there were 46 murders. 2015 70. 2016 85. And for the first 8 months of this year there has been 54 murders. As a result of Mount Salem being announced as or declared as the first zones of special operation, and joint police and the military team was deployed on Friday morning to the area where a curfew was imposed. The curfew began at 6 a.m. Friday and will remain in effect until 6 a.m. Sunday. The boundaries of the curfew are as follows. To the north, along Mount Salem Road from Barnett View Drive to Catherine Drive. East along Catching Drive from Mount Salem Main Road to Mount Salem Gully. South along Mount Salem Gully from Catching Drive to Barnett View Drive, and west along Barnett View Drive from Mount Salem Gully to Mount Salem Main Road. And during the hours of the curfew, all persons within the boundaries are required to remain within their premises until otherwise authorized in writing by the member of security forces who are in charge of enforcing the curfew.
Beat and teach, so beat and teach, so beat and teach, 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 beat and teach.
So I know some persons will be celebrating, but if you feel that this is the solution to Jamaica's crime problem, you have a rude awakening. Yes, it is a step in the right direction, and it is only a pity that when it has been rolled out for the first time, the government does not have the resources to hit 3-4 areas simultaneously. You understand? It would have been awesome if Mount Salem was one. It would have been awesome if Clarendon was one. All of them places there, Clarendon, where I gave Walliper problem, Effortville Farm, etc. You understand? It would have been awesome if East Kingston was one, and any other place in Jamaica that has been suffering from marauding criminals in recent times. So it's just a pity that we don't have the resources, we don't have the tactical nous and ability to implement the special zones of operation in a more concerted way across the trouble spots in the country. 60 days. Hopefully after the 60 days we don't forget about these areas and allow them to degenerate back into the state that they were when the zones of operations began. Hopefully there will be no human rights violation, and the police will be able to make inroads in this community, retrieving illegal guns and ammunition and finding criminals. You understand me? So it is a good move. We will watch and see how it develops. As I said, it would have been awesome if the government had the resources to hit more than one area for the first time, to send a message to the criminals that no matter where you run, go, we are come for you. You understand me? So good initiative. Hopefully we will continue to acquire the resources to allow the members of the security forces to better carry out their duties under the special operations, and it will start to reflect in a reduction in murders and criminality in the country. We're watching it. Thank you for watching the video. Drop a like and a comment down below, and consider subscribing if you haven't done so as yet. Until next time, walk good.